How many of you have been to Asia? Just raise your hands. Wow, that's going to be a challenge. Probably you know Asia better than me, so you can fact check what I'm saying. So, I want to start off with a marketplace under the sun in Asia with a vibrant marketplace where people talk, share stories, sell a lot of spices. It's pungent with spices. If you have been to Asia, you know about it. And there are a lot of people coming in to sell their goods in this marketplace. Today, I want to embark on a journey into such tale, such a story which has a lot of unforgettable flavors, a legend of lime, chili, ginger, and turmeric. If you've been to Asia, I think you know these four of them. So, um, let's think about a bullock cart. If you've been to Asia, which is going on dusty roads, there are serpents lurking around, or snakes in particular. And fear not, these well-traveled merchants, they carried a secret weapon with them. What did they carry? Pungent portion of lime, chili, ginger, and turmeric. I see some eye movements. Probably you are thinking, what do they do to them? So the legend claims the concoction of these spices actually help to protect them and heal them and take them to the market without any fear. And this is a profound leadership lesson and values that are in there, which I'm going to discuss with you. So, if you start with the origin of this myth or the concoction, generations ago, there were snakes threatened in every part of Asia where people were traveling in bullock carts. They could get bitten by a snake and die immediately. So they carried this remedy with them. And can anyone guess how it worked? Raise your hands if you do. Okay, so how does it work? If a person is bitten by a snake, the first thing they do is they bite into the chili. It's not the chilies that you get in Germany. It's very, very sharp. So if, as a cart traveler or a cart driver, if you can feel and sense the chili, the heat of the chili, you're quite safe. Yes. If you cannot feel, you need immediate emergency medical care. So you need to call the ambulance, rush him to an emergency, and then it's done. So if the person can feel and sense the heat of the chili, what do? They take lime. And then they apply the lime on the snake bite. Let's say if it's on the ankle, they'll apply it on the ankle. What does it do? It disinfects. And then, once you disinfect, you need some kind of protection layer on top. What do you put? You put ginger. Just like you're putting, your doctor is healing your wound with certain things, you put ginger. And top of ginger, now you need a healing ingredient, and that's where turmeric comes. You take the turmeric and put it on your wound, they're good to go for the next 100 miles to the marketplace and get their living, because they need to sell the goods to get their living. That's how they survived all these snake bites and the serpents that were on the streets. So how does that relate into leadership? One might be thinking, yeah? Lime symbolizes humility. Reminder to respect danger that lurk around. That's the remembrance to everybody. The fiery chili that they ate represented the passionate determination needed to brave the unknown, because you don't know which snake bit you, whether it's poisonous, whether it's mild poisonous, whether it's very low poisonous, but the chili will tell you that. So that's that uh, coming in. And then ginger, earthy and comforting, stood for the nurturing support. It nurtured the disinfected snake bite. And last but not least, turmeric, with its violent yellow hue, embodied healing power, the ability to mend wounds, restore harmony after such a snake bite. That's what they did. And that's how it applies to leadership. So, how does this metaphor coming to the success of leadership? That's what I'm going to talk about, which is very important to you. I would like to remind this simple remedy that is medicinal purpose to become a potent metaphor for leadership, which talks about the humble lime, the fiery chili, the nurturing ginger, and the healing power of turmeric. Each ingredient contributes its unique flavor to the successful true leader's leadership journey. That's what we are going to look at. The legend that's from the past, like many other things that change, got commercialized. That's where danger happens. So I think the picture will show you charlatans or people who want to create fear among the faint-hearted. So now, recently, if you've been to Asia, you will see this particular symbol that's hanging at the bottom of a car, or at the entrance of a door, or at the entrance of a shop. It's hanged. Why? The charlatans tell the faint-hearted, you can get protection from the evil eye, evil mouth, and the evil tongue. And they started commercializing this. So faint-hearted goes to these shamans, get some kind of blessing or whatever, and then get this lime and the chili, goes and hangs them on different places. For example, in Asia, when somebody buys a new car, unlike in Germany, they will drive it over lime. It doesn't make sense at all. You will laugh. But they do that because they think that protects the car from evil eye, evil tongue, and evil spirits. So, if you talk about servant leadership, the servant leadership is about putting others first. The true leadership thrives on prioritizing the needs of others, empowering individuals to flourish, and also fostering culture of collaboration and trust. The taste of the spices, when understood in its original essence, like how I told you how it was used, offers a powerful metaphor for this approach. We're going to dissect into that. The humility of lime. The humility of lime symbolizes the willingness to serve without seeking any recognition. That should be a great value and a quality of a servant leader. Let me give you an example. Think for an instance, a team is facing a tight deadline. Yeah? What does a servant leader should do? He will roll up his sleeves, get into the team, and make sure that the person don't stay as a leader, but will work with the team to meet the deadline. If you take another example, let's say when it comes to recognition and praise, you're working in a team, A true servant leader will praise the team and not take recognition for himself or herself. And that's humility. For example, over here, we have the whole TEDx organized by a great bunch of team, and the whole praise goes to them. So that's what humility is about, which is a great value in servant leadership. Let's talk about the chili. The chili represents passion and determination. Yeah? So a servant leader should inspire others, fueling their commitment to shared goals. You need to create passion in your team as a true servant leader. Let me give you an example there as well. Um, in today's world, a lot of companies are going through market downturns. A lot of companies are firing people or getting closed or something like that is happening. A true leader should articulate shared goals and innovation and steer the team towards giving passion and determination for a bright future. That's what a true leadership should do. Another example would be, let's say you have a project that meets with unexpected encounters. Instead of micromanaging people to why it happened, if you get into support your people and also praise the project manager or the project team to give them some determination and passion to move forward, even without thinking about what failed, that's what a servant leader should do. That's about the chili. What about the ginger? The ginger embodies nurturing and support. A servant leader should encourage the growth and the development of their team members. So, for example, if a junior employee gets a new task, he or she does not have the right skills, a true servant leader should help instead of telling the junior, no, you can't do it, I should give it to somebody else. But rather, if the junior engineer or team member wants to achieve something, a servant leader should encourage and guide the junior person. If you talk about the turmeric, which is actually signifies healing and transformation, restoring harmony within the team. A servant leader should cultivate a space where trust shines and also transparency is there for the people. Let's look at a quick example there as well. Imagine a situation where a team is facing uncertainty due to organizational changes. That's happening almost every day today in many companies. Instead of keeping them in the dark, a servant leader should speak about it openly, be transparent. Hey guys, there is this structural change happening. It could impact me, it could impact you, it could impact your other team, but let's strive forward. This is what is happening really, but we can really work it out and look forward. So being transparent and giving a healing mind to your team is what a servant leader should do as well, because that calms them down and cultivates harmony within the team. So if you talk about authentic leadership, amidst all this chaos and let's say uncertainty in the world, what in servant leadership, what's rooted is humility, empathy, and service to serve others, which is still a refreshing antidote to the greed and self-centered that often plague power structures. If you talk about servant leadership, by rediscovering the wisdom embedded in the tale of lime, chili, ginger, and turmeric, that's what we started with, we can reclaim the narrative of leadership, fostering environments where trust, collaboration, and empowerment blossoms. What I would like to leave you with is, let's take this as a lesson, because a lot of you here today has the potential to be a leader. Being a leader is not being power hungry, or being a leader is not about delegating. Being a leader is not telling somebody what to do. Being a leader is that you become part of your team and you nourish your team. And that's what matters, not the money you make, not the commands that you give, but how you nourish your team. So what I want to leave you is the power to serve, uplift, and inspire is what a true servant leadership is. For within each of you lies the potential to heal, to nurture, and to guide with purpose. Just remember this tonight. The greatest leaders are not these who dominate, but those who create the conditions for their teams to shine. Thank you very much.